Back-end index pointing, right? If you're over 50 and still believe that skipping a meal is dangerous, it's time to rethink everything you know about food and aging. Because what if I told you that not eating, just 3 times a week, could help your body reverse years of wear and tear, boost energy, and even protect against age-related diseases like diabetes, arthritis, and Alzheimer's? Stay until the end, because I'll share the incredible story of how one 62-year-old man accidentally discovered the healing power of fasting, and how science now confirms that short periods without food can activate the body's built-in repair system, something no supplement or diet has ever matched. In 2018, a retired high school teacher named Robert Jennings was diagnosed with early-stage type 2 diabetes. He was 62, living in Austin, Texas, and, like many his age, struggled with fatigue, joint pain, and weight gain around the belly. His doctor prescribed medication and warned him to eat regularly to keep blood sugar stable. But Robert wasn't convinced. He'd read about how our ancestors didn't eat 3 meals a day. Sometimes they went long stretches without food and were still active, alert, and healthy. So he decided to try something unconventional, intermittent fasting, just 3 days a week. On those days, he ate 2 small meals within an 8-hour window, fasting the remaining 16 hours. At first, it wasn't easy, but within 3 weeks, he noticed something extraordinary. His morning energy returned. His blood sugar levels dropped naturally. The constant inflammation in his knees disappeared. And at his next doctor's visit, he had lost 12 pounds without changing his diet quality, just the timing of his meals. That was the beginning of his journey. Within 6 months, Robert's blood test showed something remarkable. His insulin sensitivity improved, his inflammation markers dropped, and his doctor reduced his medication dosage by half. He had, unknowingly, triggered one of the body's oldest survival systems, autophagy, the cellular self-cleaning process that fasting activates. As we age, the body naturally accumulates cellular waste, damaged proteins, and sluggish mitochondria, the powerhouses of our cells. These malfunctions are linked to nearly every major age-related disease: heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even certain cancers. Fasting, even short control periods, gives the body time to pause digestion and activate repair. Here's what happens when you fast 3 times a week. 12 hours in, your body burns through stored glucose and begins tapping into fat reserves for energy. Insulin levels drop, and your body becomes more sensitive to it. A critical change for anyone over 50 dealing with prediabetes. 16. 18 hours in, autophagy begins. Damaged cells are broken down and recycled for energy. Scientists call this cellular housekeeping. It's how the body heals from within 24 hours in. Growth hormone increases by up to 500% in some studies, helping preserve lean muscle while burning fat, beyond 36 hours for advanced fasters. Inflammation markers plummet, and new stem cells begin to emerge in certain tissues, supporting healing and regeneration. But here's the key: you don't have to fast daily. Just 3 times per week, in carefully spaced intervals, is enough to stimulate these healing mechanisms without exhausting your metabolism. After 50, your metabolism slows, muscle mass declines, and hormonal balance changes dramatically, especially in women after menopause and men experiencing lower testosterone. Fasting helps in 4 major ways. 1. Balances insulin and blood sugar. The body becomes less efficient at processing carbohydrates as we age. Fasting resets insulin sensitivity, allowing cells to absorb glucose more efficiently, lowering the risk of diabetes and weight gain. 2. Reduces inflammation. Age-related inflammation, inflammaging, drives pain, joint stiffness, and fatigue. Research from the Journal of Translational Medicine, 2019, shows that intermittent fasting reduces inflammatory cytokines by nearly 30% in older adults. 3. Boosts mitochondrial health. Your cell's energy factories weaken with age. Fasting stimulates the creation of new, more efficient mitochondria, improving overall vitality and endurance. 4. Supports brain function. During fasting, the liver produces ketones, which the brain uses as clean energy. Ketones also trigger BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a compound that protects neurons and supports memory, potentially reducing the risk of Alzheimer's. Fasting isn't new. It's part of nearly every traditional culture and faith. Ancient Greeks used fasting for mental clarity. Buddhist monks practiced fasting to heighten awareness. Religious fasts like Ramadan and Lent have long been tied to both spiritual and physical renewal. But what's fascinating is how modern science has confirmed what ancient wisdom already knew, that periods of not eating don't weaken the body, they restore it. In 2016, Japanese scientist Yoshinori Ohsumi won the Nobel Prize in Medicine for discovering how fasting activates autophagy, the body's built-in system to remove damaged cells and regenerate healthy ones. His discovery opened a new chapter in aging research, showing that fasting could extend lifespan, improve immunity, and reverse cellular aging in laboratory studies. After a year of consistent 3-day-a-week fasting, Robert's transformation was undeniable. He had lost 36 pounds without strict dieting. His waist size dropped from 40 to 34 inches. His doctor confirmed his blood sugar and triglycerides had returned to normal. His arthritis pain in the knees, once constant, became rare. But what struck him most wasn't physical. He said, "I finally felt control over my body again. Fasting taught me how strong the body's healing systems really are. They just need the chance to work." That chance is what fasting gives you. Time for your body to catch up and clean house. The 3X weekly fasting blueprint for beginners over 50. Fasting doesn't have to be complicated or extreme. The secret is to do it consistently, not perfectly. Here's a plan inspired by Robert's success and verified by research. 1. Choose your fasting days. Pick any 3 non-consecutive days per week. For example, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This allows your body to recover between fasts. 2. Start with the 16:8 method. Fast for 16 hours, then eat within an 8-hour window. Example, finish dinner by 7:00 p.m. Eat your next meal around 11 a.m. the next day. This mild fast is sustainable for most adults over 50 and provides the benefits of fat burning and autophagy. Stay hydrated. During your fasting hours, drink water, black coffee, or herbal tea electrolyte water, optional if you feel lightheaded. Avoid sugary drinks. They break your fast. 4. Eat whole nutrient-dense foods. When you do eat, focus on lean proteins, fish, eggs, poultry, healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, nuts, complex carbs, vegetables, legumes, whole grains. This supports hormone balance and reduces post-meal blood sugar spikes. 5. Prioritize sleep. Fasting and poor sleep don't mix. Adults over 50 should aim for 7 to 8 hours nightly to allow full hormone recovery. The healing timeline, what to expect. Your body heals in stages. Here's what many over 50 adults experience. Week. What happens? Week 1 to 2. Mild hunger, light fatigue, but sharper focus begins. Week 3 to 4. Insulin stabilizes. Belly fat starts to reduce. Week 5 to 6. Inflammation drops. Joint pain lessens. Week 8 plus. Deeper sleep, improved digestion, stronger mental clarity, sustained energy. Everyone's timeline differs, but consistency is the magic key. Let's bust a few misconceptions that keep many seniors from trying fasting safely. Fasting slows metabolism. Actually, short-term fasting boosts metabolism by up to 14% because it raises norepinephrine and growth hormone. I'll lose muscle. Studies show that fasting preserves muscle, especially when paired with light resistance training. It's dangerous for older adults. When done properly, fasting improves cardiovascular markers and energy. However, anyone on medications, especially for blood sugar or pressure, should consult a doctor first. It's the same as starving. Not at all. Starvation is uncontrolled nutrient deprivation. Fasting is structured rest of the body, with nourishment before and after. Beyond the physical, fasting offers emotional and psychological benefits for older adults. Improved discipline and confidence. Realizing you can control hunger strengthens willpower, spiritual clarity. Many people report feeling calmer, more centered, and grateful. Reduce anxiety. Stable blood sugar and hormones mean fewer mood swings. Financial simplicity. Fewer meals, less spending, more freedom. Robert once said, "Fasting didn't just heal my body, it healed my relationship with food. I stopped eating out of boredom or stress." I started eating because my body needed fuel. A study from the National Institute on Aging found that intermittent fasting increased the lifespan of lab mice by up to 36%. In humans, fasting reduces oxidative stress, a key driver of aging, and boosts sirtuin proteins, enzymes that protect DNA from age-related damage. Doctors like Dr. Walter Longo from the University of Southern California have even developed fast-mimicking diets proven to regenerate immune cells and reduce biological age markers in participants over 55. In essence, fasting is not about eating less. It's about eating at the right times to let your body rest, clean, and rebuild. Fasting is powerful, but it's not for everyone. If you fall into any of these categories, consult your doctor first. You take insulin or blood sugar medications. You have a history of eating disorders that you're underweight or frail. You experience chronic dizziness or low blood pressure. For most healthy adults over 50, however, fasting 3 times per week is a safe, sustainable, and proven method to improve longevity and energy. After 50, many people accept fatigue, belly fat, and joint pain as just getting old. But what if aging doesn't have to mean decline? What if your body is capable of renewal at any age, if you simply give it the right conditions? That's what fasting does. It removes the noise of constant digestion and lets your body finally focus on healing itself. Robert's story is proof, but he's not alone. Thousands of seniors across the world now practice intermittent fasting with life-changing results. Less pain, clearer minds, lighter bodies, and renewed confidence. You don't need expensive supplements or strict diets. Just give your body what it's been asking for all along. Time to heal. 3 times a week. 3 simple fasts. That's all it takes to start feeling and looking younger than your years. If you're over 50 and ready to let your body heal naturally, start small. Try your first 16-hour fast this week. And if you found this story inspiring, subscribe for more real-life transformations and science-backed health tips designed especially for adults 50 and beyond. Because it's never too late to reset, restore, and rebuild your best self, one fast at a time.